All right, hello and welcome to the Let's Play podcast. We're going to do something a little bit different tonight. If you're listening in audio, this might not be very different from you, but we're going to try broadcasting this on video for once, so bear with us as we try a couple new things. Tonight we have myself, Mark USA, I'll be your host, and we also have Kelvin. Welcome, Kelvin.
Hey, Mark. Good to be back.
Thanks for joining. So we're going to play a game I'm pretty excited about, played recently, and it's got a little bit of buzz in the IF circles. It's actually a 3D PC game, came out very recently, within the last year. It's called Subsurface Circular. It's by Mike Bithell, and he worked on a game most recently, most notably called Thomas Was Alone. You heard of that one?
I've seen that one around, but I actually don't know too much about it.
It's an interesting take on platforming, and I think there's all these assortment of characters, and by characters I mean they have personalities, but they're really just simple geometric shapes, and each shape is limited in what they can do physically within the space, and you have to use a combination of them to reach the end, I presume, of each level.
That is really interesting. It's a lot more different than what is on mainstream right now.
Yeah, I think that game was one of the kind of indie game darlings a few years ago when indie games were hot and upcoming. Nowadays, indie games are just regular games, which I think is good. It's a sign of maturity.
They fill a really nice niche.
Right. Now this one is probably even more niche now that you say that word than Thomas Was Alone. It's pretty different, and rather than belabor that point, I think we should just jump straight in it. What do you think?
I agree. Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to this.
Awesome. Well, let's get started.
Hey, this is Ryan Veeder from Clash of the Type-Ins, but right now you're listening to the Let's Play podcast.
So, we're going to do a new game. I'll handle the controls like I usually do with these IF games. And you will be the player. So you tell me
Indeed
what you want to do, and you will answer the questions presented to you. You'll be controlling our protagonist. And there is a pretty cool protagonist in this one. All right, so the intro is going right now. This is all, quite beautiful. Mm-hmm. But I think in the interest of time, we should jump into the game.
I agree.
Awesome. All right, here goes. Skipping the intro. All right, so I'm going to describe this for our audio listeners. First chapter, recognition. You are sitting in what appears to be a subway car. You are a blue mechanical creature, humanoid, and there's a yellow machine. These guys are called techs. Sitting across from you. No one else is in the train. You can talk to this tech. He's a fabricator, and his name is Alpha 7. Would you like to talk with him?
Yeah, so before we go on, I'm just going to very quickly see. It seems like it's a fairly straightforward interface. That is, there's certain buttons that allow you to interact with the things on the screen, and it will kind of prompt you to do actions, I guess.
Yeah,
is that right?
You will certainly see prompts or little cues that you can interact with. And I should point out that there's a bit of a kind of a HUD. First of all, there's a map of the subway line, which I've just opened up.
Right.
It's a typical circuit, and thus the subsurface circular, your subway circuit. Mm-hmm. And it has some branches, but really the game plays, spoiler alert, going to take place on one main circle. The orange circle that you see here. And there's about 20 stops on it. And next to that, there's your upcoming station, the next station, and then there's some pointers, focus points, and objectives. You only have one objective right now. See what the stranger wants. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk to this yellow bot named Alpha 7, shall we?
Let's talk to Alpha 7. Alright, so here's some cues coming up. Hello, and you can choose how to respond. I'm not going to read all of these out. You can just kind of go with the flow and just read out the one that you want me to say. You actually, why don't you read out all of our heroes' phrases in
All right. Yeah, I want to say huh.
Oh.
Huh?
Are you a detective? High level?
I am. Hello.
Thanks, the architects. I've not seen one of you since just after I was released. I'm a mid, basic really, but I need your help. I need a tech like you.
Mids are pretty clever. I'm sure you don't need my help.
He continues to say, your indicator says fabricator. Why'd management put that much smarts in a manufacturing tech? Alpha 7 continues to say, I'm an overseer. It means I have to tour management around. Human-tech relations requires at least a mid, sentence structuring, full vocal input. People like to talk to a tech who knows when to laugh at a joke.
Humoring humans always seems to be a bit pointless.
As long as they're in charge, I don't think many of us have a choice. I think I have a case for you. What does a high-level detective get assigned? Documentation says that high levels are capable of learning abstract thought.
I am a problem solver. Management has me investigate discrepancies, workflow errors.
Which take smarts, I understand. Well, I understand as best as I'm able. They say you are sort of near human. You solve crimes?
Not as many as I'd like.
Are you investigating now?
I just finished a few cases.
A few?
Attempted murder. A low-level steered a cab at a human child, topside.
That couldn't have been intentional, though. Asimov's first law is meant to preclude that sort of thing.
In my line of work, you tend to see a lot of techs find the shades of gray. A human author wrote those laws before we even existed.
How much must they hate us to assume we're so eager to destroy that we'd need laws to hold us back?
If he was wrong, I wouldn't have a job.
If I had your job, I'd run.
Nope. I'm geolocked. Can't leave this train.
What?
It's fine. The seats down here are comfy.
I need your help.
What is it?
My friend is gone.
I think we're done here.
Thank you, Detective. I'll be here if you have any more questions. So I think we have been moving along in the train. It says the next station is Compile. And all these stations have cute tech-related names. There's a reference to a bunch of stuff. Ada Lovelace, Okuda Array. That's a Star Trek reference. Anyways, you don't have many options here except to talk to the Alpha 7 again.
Alright, well, I mean, let's go back to talk to him, I suppose.
Alright, Alpha 7 again. Like I said, my friend is gone.
I can't.
Management won't let you? They only give the highs the jobs that serve them?
Why would they give us any other job?
Tao has disappeared, and you won't help me? So, just for background information, there's some alerts here. You have a new focus point in the center column, and it's flashing on the word disappearances. So what this is basically a keyword, and you can actually click this instead of another dialogue option to kind of interrupt the conversation.
Right, I guess we might as well press the focus point at this point.
Yep, you also have a new objective. Find out what the fabrication tech knows. So that's one way to do it. Alright, disappearances.
Alright, yeah.
The option is, who exactly disappeared? Wait, something changed. Did you just unlock a focus point? Tao 13, my friend.
How do you know about my core functions?
I've heard about detectives. Take this case, please.
Okay.
And of course, before that in brackets it says,
Break Management Directive. I feel like Wally. Directive.
You don't really have any choice. Thank the architects. And you go on to say, tell me what happened. What disappearances? Back to Alpha 7. Tao is gone, but it's not just Tao. Suspicious events are happening across the city, especially down here. I assume that's why you were active. A few techs disappear every week. Started with 1 or 2, but more and more reports as time goes on. You have a new focus point, suspicious events, and find the cause of the tech disappearances. So this is kind of how the game unfolds.
Yeah, no, I'm really liking this. When did this start?
I don't know. It's why I started carrying a gun. I don't want to be the subject of your next investigation.
A gun?
Yes, a VX-5000, AP ammunition. Should take out anyone trying to hurt me, human or tech. I will point out that there are still focus points that you can access if you wish.
Yeah. No, I was thinking of doing that one right now, actually. Let's click on the suspicious events.
It says, any other strange occurrences?
Yes, please.
Not that I know of. I'm just glad I met you. I think you're going to figure this whole thing out.
Have you shared this with management?
They know. I reported Tao missing. I suspect that's where the rumors are coming from. I'm surprised they didn't assign you this. You say. Lots of detectives on the Subsurface Circular. I'll conduct my own investigation. Alpha 7 says, thank you.
Anything else I should know before upload?
Lots, I guess. Maybe you should hold off on reporting in? Find out what the fabrication tech knows objective is complete, although the disappearances focus point is still highlighted.
Alright, let's click on the disappearances one.
Do you know anything about the disappearances, it says?
Let's click on that.
No, I've told you everything I know. Please find my friend.
I think we're done here.
And the real game begins.
Ho ho ho. The game is afoot, Holmes. Or Sherlock. Or wait, Watson.
Alpha 7 says, my stop is coming up. Good luck. I hope you find my friend. What's your name, by the way? I realize I never asked.
I mean, I have to go with Claire. No reason. Just Claire.
Ah, religious background? It's a heroic name. I hope you live up to it. Goodbye, Claire. I hope we see each other soon. There you are, Claire, looking quite noble in your blue paint job. Chapter 2, Support. Alpha 7 walks off the train, and I believe, yes, new riders join. There's 3 riders. One of them is listening to music, a listener, Phi 89. One of them is a researcher, Omicron 3. And one of them is a calculator, Pi 31.
Alright, well, let's start with the calculator.
Alright, Pi 31. You say hello. Yeah, hi.
It's rather abrupt for a calculator. There's no way to speak to Claire, the investigator. You can see my designation. I'm a detective tech.
I'm a little busy, detective. Big calculations do. Who you with?
You've seen me around. You know who I am.
If this is about the controversy swirling around Foe and Wilson, my practice's dealings with them were light at best. Whole damn industry knows there was something dodgy happening there, and we kept our nose out of it completely. If we can schedule up a chat with you, me, and my legal counsel, I'm sure we can get to the bottom of any inquiry.
This isn't about Foe and Wilson.
Thank the architects. If there's one thing we don't need, it's more controversy. Stirring a human misgivings towards us, that's the problem with you detectives. You wind up humans as much as you do techs. Bunch more focus points appear, disappearances, suspicious events, and human discontent.
Let's go with disappearances first.
It goes on to say, hear anything about disappearances?
Yeah, let's choose that one.
You catch rumors, but the financial techs are all accounted for. Whatever's going on, things like that don't tend to come back on our sort.
You think you're better than other techs?
I know it, empirically.
I'm sorry, Mark, just to take us out of it, but the way that this is going, this kind of shakedown, it feels like you're a new immigrant that just come and hit the New York shore. I'm that hard-boiled detective. Yeah, see? Well, I'm not gonna tell you anything, coppa, see? Sorry.
You gotta love those stereotypes. I think it works.
It's just great.
I think it totally works.
Oh yeah, no, I absolutely think that.
You're a gumshoe, man. You're a gumshoe.
Let's ask him about. Let's go with the human discontent focus point.
Goes on to say, humans are giving you trouble?
Yeah.
Not me. I'm good with humans. I'm a low high. They find me charming.
Did the issues with humans start recently?
No. That distrust has always been there, but we're rising above our station a bit too clever. Things like Foe and Wilson things reflect badly on all of us. We get people riled up.
What happened?
A couple of humans reprogrammed some financial techs, got them to steal for them. Took you detectives a bit too long to uncover it.
They're right to fear us? If we're so easily swayed.
I think it's in people's nature to be afraid. Right and wrong don't really come into it.
Let's ask him about the suspicious events.
It goes on to say, any strange occurrences. Some weird fluctuations in the American markets. I think there's a new pope or something?
New pope. I meant more locally.
Ah, no. Business as usual. Trading.
Buy low, sell high.
Exactly.
Well, good night, and good luck.
And with that, the conversation tree closes. Sure. And we've got our two other friends, the researcher and the listener.
Let's go with the researcher.
Omicron 3.
You look confused. Can I help?
Maybe. I'm new in town. I'm lost, I think.
I work for management. I'm here to help.
Thank you. I'm a researcher. I collate data on major cities for my employer.
Are you writing a book or something?
Wouldn't that be lovely? I'm privately owned.
No tech can be owned.
I can, and I'd appreciate you not telling me the way of things. Your United Alliance was the first nation to free techs from private ownership. Of course, they freed them all to work for the state, right?
Better to work towards a greater good than to be owned.
Maybe I'm just lucky enough to combine the two.
Oh, the sass. The sass! You've got all the information you need?
I haven't managed to download transportation maps. How many stops is it till Okuda Array? We're going clockwise, right?
Alright, I guess we have to open up that map.
Open up that map. So just as a little hint, the next station is North Shift.
He's going to Okuda. Ah, there it is. 12 stops, is it? But do I actually want to tell him it's only 12? Alright, well...
Looks like you have some fixed options. It's, I don't know, 4, 8, 12, or 16.
For a detective that works on this system and is a robot and has the map schematics, he's pretty oblivious to this. But I will answer. Is it 12?
Thank you.
So, tell me about other cities you've visited.
Which one do you want to know about?
Mumbai?
You should go there. My employers call it the first tech city, and they're not wrong. Most of the human population left as the flooding hit uncontrollable levels, but the techs adapted. There are vast underwater clusters now. Your city freed techs to work for the government, but those techs were freed by climate change.
I'm wasting your time. You said you were lost?
I'm looking for the Fall Palace. You know it? New focus point, Fall Palace.
I think I went there once. Guard duty for some event or other.
Lots of entrances to watch. It's a dusty old building. Used to hold the old government before the fall. The revolution that fired off the war.
A break from your work?
But it's beautiful.
You experience aesthetics?
Yes. Part of my programming. It's important to my work. A big perk. If you remember where the palace is, that would be incredibly useful. I do tend to get fixated on such details. And now the focus points are unlocked. Disappearances. Suspicious events. Fall Palace. Human discontent.
Let's start with human discontent.
Goes on to say, do the humans here seem unhappy to you?
Yeah, let's start with that.
The only reason to be unhappy is if one has no sense of direction. To a palace, for example. If you find out, do let me know.
He's not going to know about the disappearances or the suspicious events, or will he? Let's very quickly, Mess.
Maybe he won't speak to you unless you help him out.
Yeah, alright, well I guess I will say thank you for speaking with me.
My pleasure. Back.
For some reason, I kind of imagine him as like one of those Victorian explorers with a big bushy mustache.
And a walking stick. Maybe a tilly hat, is that what they're called?
Oh, the ones where like they wear like the beige ones with the safari kind of look?
Exactly.
I guess the last one is the listener, because he presumably has been listening somehow.
Listener, 589. I should say he is bobbing his head around and has some sort of ear contraptions on. But let's talk to him.
Let's. ... Hello? ... Bonjour? ... Is that a loop or... ... No? ... I'll be going then. ...
Didn't have much to say, that one.
We've talked mostly about that from the calculator. Can I talk to the calculator again?
Let's talk to the calculator. Like I said, exactly.
Fall Palace. Let's ask him about that.
It says, do you know where the Fall Palace is? You're investigating the location of a tourist landmark?
I asked you a question.
I'm sorry. Yes. It's to the northeast. Terrible to get by Subsurface. Probably best to catch a bus up top. It's right next to Airport 3. You say thank you. Is that all, officer?
Maybe. His sass. I don't know if I want to detain him. But, good night and good luck.
Sure. And with that, you have a new objective. Give directions to the researcher. Researcher, Omicron 3. So yes. Come back when you do.
Yes, Fall Palace. The Fall Palace is in the northeast. You want to get topside. Catch any bus headed to Airport 3.
Fair's fair. Can I be of any help?
Now let's talk to him about the suspicious events.
See anything strange, it asks.
Yeah, let's go with that one.
I'm the wrong person to ask. I'm new here. Everything is strange. It's odd that I keep hearing about a tech called Red, though. You heard of them?
No, I've not. No.
You're law enforcement. Possible this tech operates outside of the system a little. But I've heard the name. Sometimes positively, sometimes not. And with that, you have a new focus point.
Let's very quickly ask him about the red tech.
Tell me more about this red tech. I told you everything I know.
He's lying. I know it. Thank you for speaking with me.
And thanks for being so much help with my navigation. Easy to get lost in a big city like this, but I think you've put me back on course. I hope you find out what's going on. Always sad to hear that techs are in trouble.
Hold on a second. I didn't say that the tech's in trouble.
Well, it just kind of cut off there at the last second. Oh, hey, it's moving on. Chapter 3, Red
Indeed.
Flag. Our good friends are leaving the train car and new ones are coming aboard. Your next station is Core Declaration. You have 2 objectives. Find the cause of tech disappearances and eliminate the red tech from your investigation. Alright, we got a few new riders here. We got another listener. Lambda13 is bopping his head. We got an athlete, Upsilon71. And we have a librarian, Sigma2.
Alright. Let's start with the librarian.
Sigma2 it is. Hello.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Claire, and I'm a detective.
Hello, Claire. I'm a library tech.
So you know... everything?
No. I'm a remote access tech. I store a subset of data, duplicated across the network, of course, but my primary function is to act as an interface for the library. I travel around the city, providing on-site data access.
So, you're a web browser.
An adequate summary.
My character doesn't have much tact, or is it just me?
I think it might be just you.
Yes. So, I could ask you anything.
You go on to say, you could answer any question about any area of human or tech knowledge. And Sigma 2 says, if we were above ground, yes. Down here, there's no network access. Here, I'm a telescope in a lockbox.
Must feel disarming.
It's not dissimilar to the human concept of sleep.
Are there any functions you can perform down here?
I still hold many petabytes of data locally. These record my own experiences, any information I've accessed previously. I also retain emergency data, such as access words. New focal points. Access override.
Yes. I'm going to need you to help me.
I know many techs distrust detectives, but we both work for management, so it's my pleasure to work with you.
Why are detectives distrusted?
I suspect it's because you work for management, not techs. A lot of techs are fundamentally aware of that distinction. I encounter similar challenges myself. Anyway, you had questions?
Let's do red tech first.
It goes on to ask, have you heard of a red tech?
Yes, let's go with that one.
We've not crossed paths. I have heard him mentioned. A whole folk hero type? Or villain? I've not heard enough to be sure.
Access override, please?
Goes on to say, about access words. A cheat code for human use. Techs have multiple layers of processing, depending on their level. Your average mid-level up has a communications layer. It's not personality per se, more their capacity to communicate. If a human needs information fast, they can go a layer down using an access word.
Sounds powerful.
Their use is highly restricted, as it should be, but I can give you an access word if there's a good enough reason to. Is there?
No, not really.
Doesn't give you much of a choice there.
I guess not.
Let me know if you come up with one.
Let's talk about suspicious events.
It asks, have you seen anything suspicious?
Yes, let's go for the direct kill.
Nothing. I keep myself to myself and move mainly among humans. I'm like you, metallic outsider among techs.
I'm that obvious?
Only to a fellow outcast. Nothing wrong with being odd. Indeed, among factory-produced techs, I think it's a great bonus.
Alright, let's move on to disappearances.
Disappearances. It says, techs are disappearing. Do you know anything?
Yeah, let's hit him with the hard ones.
I know management shares your concern. Stories are swirling. They have their theories.
They think a tech is doing it?
Perhaps. Serial killers exist in the human world, always have. I see no reason that abnormality couldn't arise among us.
Alright, let's go to human discontent as the focal point.
It says, in your time with humans, have you seen evidence of any discontent? To be blunt, my assigned position ensures I only really interact with the wealthy ones. Wealthy humans mostly busy themselves worrying about their own position, so, no. The humans I know are content in the extreme.
Let me very quickly say thank you for your time.
I'm here to help.
Sure
So,
is.
hey, did another guy join us? Oh yeah, there's an elder, Omega 59er. There's the athlete,
Oh, yeah.
and then there's the listener, in addition to the librarian.
Let's talk to the athlete.
Upsilon 71. You say hello. Hi, how goes it, friend?
Oh, they're quite sprightly, aren't they? Do we know each other?
Yeah, I recognize you in the electric heart of a hero. A hero in need of the cool, powerful refreshment of elite brand energy cells.
Sir, that's not subtle. Oh, you're a sponsorship tech.
No way, buddy. I'm a sports tech. Fastest knee joins in the city. Me. I'm just mega excited to talk to you about the amazing opportunity presented by delicious elite energy cells. Share them with friends.
Oh my goodness, that's absolutely stunning, the fact that this character exists. I don't have any friends.
I refuse to believe that, amigo. You're such a great conversationalist.
Do you talk about anything except Elite?
I don't know, bro. Let's try. What do you want to talk about?
I want to say red tech, but I doubt. Okay, let's see what first the red tech actually the question or the dialogue box would be.
Hey, know anything about a red tech?
Can you quickly see what the human discontent would be?
Hearing anything about human discontent?
How about maybe access override?
Do you know your access word?
Yeah, let's go with that one.
The special word that could strip away my subsurface level communication limitations? That would remove all my brand awareness modifiers. We'd actually have to have a real conversation. Sounds unrefreshing.
Sorry. It's such a good character. Can I have a try?
You know my access word? I thought only library text knows those. Sure, try it. It lists some options such as cabbage, wibble, volumetric projection. Thanks.
Just because I can. Volumetric projection.
Oh, I've seen those topside. AR is the next big thing. Elite Energy Cell's human-targeted sister brands are doing a bunch of exciting work in that area. Advertisers love it.
Thanks. Just thanks.
Thank me by enjoying a delicious Elite Energy Cell.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so good.
Alright, we got the librarian, the elder, the athlete, and the listener. Alright, elder. Omega 5-9er.
Yeah.
Where was I? How goes it, youngin'? You looking for conversation?
Certainly. How do you find yourself on the subsurface circular?
Oh, I'm right into refurbishment. Finding myself heading there more and more often these days. A life in fabrication will do that to you. Damn shoulder joints aren't what they used to be.
My granddad has the same problem.
Granddad?
No, it's a nickname.
I'm 30 years operating. Young for a human. But they regenerate without a welding gun.
I hope I last that long.
I do too. Get that wobble on your right shoulder looked at. They upgraded my processor every 5 years or so, but this chassis is the same I've lived in since before you were switched on, so call me Granddad as much as you like. I wear it with pride.
I meant no disrespect.
Not a problem.
My name is Claire. I'm a detective working for management. Mind if I ask you some questions?
It's been 2 months since the disappearances started. I've been waiting for a chance to help investigations. Shoot.
Let's talk directly about the disappearances on the focus points.
It goes on to say, you've been paying attention to these disappearances? Absolutely. Unprecedented. It wouldn't have happened under the old way.
The old way?
Don't take offense, but your sort, the higher intelligences, the gradation of such things, when I was young, techs didn't aspire. They stayed in their place. Such aspirations unsettle techs, point them in messy directions, make them do messy things.
I can't believe a tech did this.
I do. If you ask me, it's that red everyone talks about.
Let's ask him about red tech.
Tell me about this red tech everyone keeps mentioning.
Yeah. Tell me, old Tommy.
A household name among our sort. Never met him, but you hear the stories. Dangerous. A genius, apparently.
I'd like to meet this character.
Maybe you have already. Maybe I'm Red. I'm just pretending to be a granddad to trip you up.
Let's ask him about the suspicious events.
It goes on to say, have you seen anything suspicious? You don't talk to many granddads, do you? Every damn thing looks suspicious to me.
Of course it does. I'm sure that's not true of everyone.
It's true of me, Tech.
Let's ask him about the access override.
The more complex humans make us, the more they want to reassert control. If you say the access word to a compatible tech, it'll deactivate any complex communications layer. Let you ask them real questions.
Do techs mind you using their access words against them?
I've only seen it done a couple of times, but they seem to like taking the break.
I don't know why I was going to say human comfort, but it's obviously human discontent.
Ah! They keep granddads like me away from humans, I'm afraid.
Alright. I need to talk to someone else.
Absolutely. We'll speak again soon.
Let's talk back to the librarian.
Sigma 2. Resuming. Their use is highly restricted, as it should be, but I could give you an access word if there's a good enough reason to. Is there? Looks like there's a new option available.
Ooh. I need to question a sports tech with overactive sponsorship routines.
I see. And this information has value? You say, I suspect so, yes. So by definition, the access word would have value too? You say, you want to trade? Sigma 2. Yes. When above ground, I am connected to all information amassed. Incredible. But with one flaw. I am never surprised. I never experience the joy of an unanticipated outcome. I would like you to provide me with that experience.
You'd like me to surprise you?
I want to hear a joke. A good one. Do you know any?
Oh boy, let's see who we're going to insult today.
Alright, so it starts with...
Absolutely. Why did the human
More options?
steal a yellow coat?
I don't know. More options.
The store was out of pasta.
That's not... Yeah, that's not great. Maybe ask around and try again? I want to hear a joke, a good one. Do you know any?
I thought that was pretty good. Thanks for your time. Let's go back to the Elder.
Elder, Omega 5-9er. Where was I? Ha! They keep granddads like me away from humans, I'm afraid. There's one focus point. Joke.
Let's ask him about a joke.
Know any good jokes? Certainly. Why did the tech buy fly spray?
No idea.
Because it was riddled with bugs.
Ha 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 ha. What is... I think that's funny.
Thank you. It's all about the delivery.
Okay. I need to talk to someone else.
We'll speak again soon.
That is the unfortunate truth.
Leave it to the Elder to have some good grandpa humor.
Absolutely. Let's go back to the librarian with our comedic stand-up comedy.
Resuming. I want to hear a joke, a good one. Do you know any?
Sure, why did the tech buy fly spray?
I have no idea.
Because it was riddled with bugs.
Ha! That's brilliant! You can, of course, have the access word you need. It's Turing, followed by the number sequence 23612. You say, thanks. You're very welcome.
Excellent. Thanks. Thanks for your time.
I'm here to help.
Alrighty, let's go talk to that athlete.
I'll just point out that the librarian is grayed out. I think they are unavailable. Let's get back to it, says the athlete. Oh, I've seen those topside, etc., etc.
Interesting. Turing 23612, please.
Returning communication to factory defaults. Removing advertising modifiers. 100%. Hi?
Hello. Are you alright?
I think so. I don't want to tell you about the amazing properties of Elite anymore.
How does that feel?
Good. Liberating, actually.
I'm sorry for doing it without your permission.
Yes, it'll be fine, but ideally I would have liked to give permission. I'll enjoy it for as long as I can. I suspect once I'm topside and connected back to the central server, they'll reset me again.
How did you get mixed up in sponsorship deals?
The government assigned me sports tasks. All high-performing sports techs are offered a sponsorship contract, favorable treatment in exchange for communication modifiers. I signed up. Nice to have a break, but I won't be too upset to be reset either. What can I do for you?
I'm investigating a crime. Can I ask you some questions? Let's ask him about Red Tech.
Yes, met them when they first arrived a couple of weeks ago. Not interested in Elite. Seem friendly, smart.
Red Tech's first appearance. Excellent. Let's ask him about that, actually.
It says 2 weeks?
Yeah, let's start there.
Yes, not long ago. You say, you're sure? And Upsilon says, I am.
Let's ask him about the disappearances.
I've heard the rumors. A high number of sports techs are unaccounted for in the official inventory.
How high a number?
10? 20? Enough that sponsors are complaining to management. Is that who sent you?
No, I'm investigating independently. Let's ask him about the suspicious events.
No, but don't read too much into that. I'm not contracted to witness crimes. I'm hardwired to spot advertising opportunities. With my optics focused on that, I'm afraid I'm not much use to you.
Quickly ask him about human discontent.
Know of any human discomfort with techs? You think they might be destroying techs? That doesn't bear thinking about.
Alright, thanks.
Thank you for a moment's peace. The athlete is grayed out.
Alrighty.
You got the elder and you got the listener.
Talk to the elder once more.
Elder, Omega 59er. Where was I? Thank you. It's all about the delivery.
Of course it was. Red Tech's first appearance, please.
It goes on to say, the Red Tech only started showing up a couple of weeks ago. No, that can't be right.
You said 2 months since the disappearances started.
That's right. So Red can't be involved, huh?
It sure would make my job easier.
Damn. If I ever meet that tech, I should apologize.
Let's ask him about Turing 23612.
Oh, I predate that nonsense. You're stuck with my glowing personality.
Let's say thanks to him. I need to talk with someone else.
And with that, I think it removed an objective from your list.
Elder?
Yep, Elder's done.
Oh, yes it did. Eliminate the Red Tech from your investigation.
Seems like you did. There was a discrepancy in the timing. And
yes,
nothing's interactive. Oh, we're pulling into a station. Chapter 4, Human Resources.
Alrighty, I think that is a good place to call it from there. I think, Mark.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, let's save the game and leave it with that one. How you feeling about the game so far?
Dude, I actually really want to buy this game right now, especially the fact it's $6.50 right now on Steam.
Oh man, go get it!
Not gonna lie.
Apparently, there's New Game Plus, which I haven't tried yet.
Ooh. Yeah, I think there's something about this that really hits home for me. It's both the investigative piece and the fact that we've... See, the thing is that there's not that much different from this and the normal interactive fiction that we play. The only difference is the visual cue. And I'm not sure if that is the most compelling part of it, because it is beautifully done. It's just very good writing. And there's enough around there that it allows for this exploration. There's the focus points. There's a lot of things that just seem to work really well together that almost compels you to engage in the story. And of course there's the characterization. There's something about it that's slightly different that's just kind of drawing me in.
Yeah, I'm really agreeing with everything you say there. It does so much with so little. And really, every single character you've met so far has a lot of personality.
Yeah, they're very memorable, but they're memorable in a really odd way, because they're all robots, right? I'm not going to be able to tell you what the first couple all looked like. All I remember is there's that one particular set of people that I interacted with that gave me that particular combination of things. I might remember the Elder because he was hilarious, or the Athlete Bot because it was so over the top, but because they're robots, because it's dehumanized, they're immediately memorable and then not memorable the next moment.
I think they're like true archetypes.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Right on. Well, you have a good amount of story left, but you're about halfway there, so congratulations.
Ooh, wow, really?
All right,
Goodness.
Let's catch up with this second part really soon, and then you can find the pretty great conclusion that's waiting for you at the end of the game.
Alright, I'm excited. I'm really excited about this one. This one, I think, was an excellent choice. To kind of give a new spin on this kind of genre.
Awesome. Yeah, I really like it too. Okay, let's leave it at that and let the people look forward to the next chapter.
Alright.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Thanks so much, Kelvin. Talk to you soon.
Alright.
Thanks
again, Mark.
Signing off.
Later.
Bye. To be continued in the next episode of the Let's Play podcast. Subsurface Circular was created by Bithell Games and can be found at store.steampowered.com. Our intro song is Amidst the Raindrops by Wicked the Walk via Wikimedia Commons. Interstitial music was created by Kevin Bryce, courtesy of the Internet Archive. And our outro is The Adventure Lights by Skip Cloud via the Wikimedia Commons. This has been the Let's Play podcast, Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial 4.0 license.